So, back for another episode of Believe in Boyt with this Salazzle team that was built by one of my MetaVi students. If you're interested in getting the coaching, then go and check that out in the description. Absolutely shameless. But yeah, this is a Salazzle team that we built. They wanted to build around Salazzle. This is what we came up with. If you wanted to use the team yourself, the team idea is in the top right, as well as in the description, along with a poker base. Let's get into some battles. Haven't seen a Tinkerton for a while. Tinkerton's still a very good Pokemon. So... Azumarill does pretty well here. Because if they go with the Palafin, they can't do anything to Azumarill, and they have to waste a turn switching out. It's only the Killer Wattrel, really. I guess to an extent, the Amoonguss. Amoonguss, because I can't redirect it. So I will go with Salazzle to be able to fake out an Amoonguss and go with Azumarill. And... Goldengo is pretty reasonable here. I will bring Goldengo. And Hydreigon, I don't trust you anymore. It's fine here, but not the greatest. It's between Baxcalibur and Toedscool. Excalibur helps again against the Amoonguss. But I guess Goldengo does, to an extent. I think I will go with Toedscool this one. I'm going to reasonably hard commit to the Azumarill at this point, because... I theoretically have the tools to be able to pull off a belly drum sweep, from what I can see. Unless they lead with Killer Wattrel and Amoonguss, that would be annoying. But if they don't lead with both of them, then I surely do have the tools. That's a cool training card. Still need to do mine. Alright. Got scared when I saw Killer Wattrel, but that's okay. So this is just fake out and belly drum. And hope that they are not Covert Cloak on the Killer Wattrel. If they are, oh no. But that would be surely the only really... Look at that Grim Snarl. look at the pixelated Grim. No, pixelated. Jaggedy. What's the... Can't remember the word for it. But not fully loaded. Yeah, I can't really see too much the Grim Snarl would be able to do that would be annoying. Yeah, I can't think of anything. It would just, like, maybe be a Reflect, but then the Focus Sash is being broken, supposedly on this Killer Wattrel. Do not be Covert Cloak. Alright, fine, we're trading Fake Outs. Alright, that's a thing as well. Oh, it is Covert Cloak, but they didn't take the opportunity. Okay. Okay, it was Covert Cloak. Not ideal. But it's not Wind Power, it was competitive. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Encore the Grimmsnarl. Because I might be faster, depending on their speed investment. I'll just protect for now. So, yeah, Azumarill Sweep is just completely gone now. Because they had Fake Out and Covert Cloak, and that was not ideal. But am I faster than the Grimmsnarl? And if not, I'm going for an Encore into not a Prankster thing, because they're parting shotting my... so that was a completely wasted turn. They doubled into the Salazzle. That's not good. Wait. Eject Pack, right? Should my Eject Pack activate? Is it going to happen after? Because, like, with Eject button and U-turn, they don't switch out. Am I going to switch out now? Huh. That's an interesting mechanic. Like, I lost some stats, and I have a Eject Pack. That's weird. Okay, so... What to do now? Switch out into Toedscool for sure. And then I will attempt to Eject Pack this time. But as long as I lose Salazzle here to a Psychic move, then Azumarill Sweep is actually still completely on. Because then I can just Rage Powder and Belly Drum now. So I would very much like to lose Salazzle / just be able to eject out. But Volt Switch is fine. Psychic move. Oh, they double into Toedscool. Okay. That's still okay. That's still okay. I can still get... unless they have Air Slash. But this shouldn't KO with a minus drop. And there's the eject pack. So why didn't that work with Parting Shot? Like, I am quite confused with that. Because I would have assumed that eject pack worked with Parting Shot. But, oh well, it doesn't. So, there we go. Right, so. I could Aqua Jet the Kilowatt and just KO it, and then Spore the Armor Rouge. But I think I will still attempt to Belly Drum here. Yeah, I will Belly Drum here. If they got Air Slash, then I'm going to take a huge chunk of damage on the Azumarill from the Expanding Force. But I should survive and have enough to activate the Belly Drum. It'll be very close. If they don't have Air Slash, I'm sorted. And if they do have Air Slash, I'm just going to dodge. Oh. That was not the play. Fine with that. Okay. Because Tailwind's gone now, right? So I can just Aqua Jet the Kilowattrel and Life Orb Shadow Ball definitely KO this Armor Rouge. I guess if it turns into a Grass type, I may not KO it anymore. And it would be a very reasonable use of the Terastallization, but they've got minus defenses now, so yeah, that was not an optimal Volt Switch for them. Yeah, there's the Tailwind gone. So, yeah, I definitely have the tool. Oh, I still have Salazzle as well, actually. It's better to go into Salazzle. Then I can Encore the Armor Rouge into Armor Cannon. Slash, I can just fake it out. No, I'll go into Goldengo here. Because I think it's perfectly fine to just go for Aqua Jet into the Kilowattrel. And a Shadow Ball into the Armor Rouge. If they Terastallize the Armor Rouge, then that is fair enough, but I'll still do a huge chunk of damage, and Goldengo still very much has the potential to sweep. Because I've got Acid Spray in the back paired with Goldengo, and they no longer have Tailwind, unless they switch out the Kilowattrel. But then something's taking a +6 Aqua Jet. And Pokemon don't tend to like to do that. Parting Shot they'd be that because two things got dropped. Attack and Special Attack got dropped, and then maybe it confused the eject pack. I don't know. Like, I'm curious about that one. They do Terastallize. That was the correct play from them. If they have Protect on the Kilowattrel, that's very bad. Oh, it's just fire. Okay, so I was gonna say, like, I could have just gone for Make It Rain to cover for the Grass type, but yeah, that was the correct play from them, for sure. Because they should survive this, but can they even KO the Azumarill? I'm not sure they can. Oh, and with the minus drops from the Armor Cannon, that is strong enough. Very good. Very nice, Goldengo. Well done. So now they got a Grimmsnarl that can fake out, but they can't fake out the Goldengo. And whatever else it is. So, if it's a Moongus, then I just win. It's a Moongus. They can't beat Goldengo now. I guess they can Sucker Punch me, but even still. So I can surely just Aqua Jet the Azumarill, the Grimmsnarl, not risking any kind of actually miss, like play rough miss, because this will do enough damage that it doesn't matter. Because the Moongus can't beat the Goldengo. If they Sucker Punch the Goldengo, then fair enough. But that still should not KO. And this isn't even a Sport this turn, so next turn I can go for Fake Out with Salazzle, assuming I lose this to the Sucker Punch. Oh, I do. Yeah, because I've got no bulk, of course. So, but this is fine. Aqua Jet's still going to be pretty nice. Yeah, that's in play rough range now, so maybe not. So I should be able to go... Yeah, I think I do need to risk the play rough here, actually. So I can play rough the Grimmsnarl and I can fake out the Amoonguss. They'll be able to get a Spirit Break / a Sucker Punch. Not even a Sucker Punch would help. This should be fine so long as I connect with Play Rough. If I miss Play Rough, then it's actually a little bit awkward. But them going for Protect is ideal, because now I can go for an Encore and very safely win. But yes, if so long as Play Rough connects, I guaranteed win. Yep, just Spirit Break. That's not going to KO even with a critical hit. Even with a critical hit. Oh, it would have been with a critical hit. Wow, okay. But I do connect, so that's good. So that is definitely game over. I don't need to Encore, but Encore is 100%. So like I could miss Overheat forever. I could miss Play Rough forever. So it is optimal to go for Encore to lock them down here. So I will Play Rough. I'm going to Terrastallize my Salazzle because I can. And it will give a good thumbnail if they let me. Oh, nice! Very good. I'm going to get the thumbnail. Thank you very much. Look at that. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, I've seen there's no Mental Herb, so this is locked down now. So it would have been locked down if it didn't even Protect, actually, because it would have just been locked into Rage Powder at this point. But, you know, Play Rough just KOs, so fair enough. But yeah, that parting shot, like, why didn't that eject me? I'm very curious to that one. Gonna have to find out, because that's really bugging me now. Okay, I still find it strange that people are going with both Indeedee and Maushold. Like, I feel like you only need one of them. They do different things, but I still feel like you only need one of them. So, alright. Hydreigon looks pretty sweet. If I turn into the Fire type. Yeah, because if I turn into Fire type, they've got nothing super effective against me, so that would be quite nice. Indeedee's putting me off Salazzle. And Breloom is putting me off Toedscruel, but Maushold is really persuading me to Toedscruel. So I'm going to go with Toedscruel and Hydreigon. Excalibur looks quite nice. So I do think I'm bringing back Excalibur. Goldengo is maybe necessary for Sylveon, and it's very good against Breloom. Yeah, Goldengo is very good here. Even with the two Fire types, I will bring Goldengo. Ideally, I see Maushold, and I can just Rage Powder the Population Bomb and just KO it immediately. That would be quite nice. They've actually got 3 redirections there. Volcarona can redirect as well. Could be triple redirection. That would be quite funny. But surely unnecessary on the Volcarona if you got Maushold and Indeedee. That's a pretty cool trainer card. Okay, so that's fine, because they can barely touch the Hydreigon. So even if they Armor Cannon this turn, that's okay. So I will go for a Spore. It's Psychic Seed, so I will Spore that slot because it's guaranteed. It could be safe to go on the Armourouge. So I will Spore. It might be better to just go for it, because Indeedee's not doing anything. Like, I guess they can Dazzle and Gleam me, but no, I'll Spore the Indeedee, because Armourouge can't touch the Hydreigon, theoretically. And if they Armor Cannon immediately, then my Hydreigon still just outspeeds. Well, then my Goldengo outspeeds this Hydreigon, so then I wouldn't be able to go for Draco KO into Indeedee, and then Shadow Ball into Armourouge. That wouldn't work, so if they do attack immediately, then that's fair enough. If this is a Grass type, then that's also fair enough. It is, so can't Spore that anymore, so I'm glad I Spored the Indeedee instead. Okay, if you're turning into Grass type, I don't think you need to follow me there, because then you're not weak to Dark anymore, and you can't be Spored. So I think that you don't actually need that as such. But what I can do here is I can Terastallize into a Water type and Draco Meteor the Armor Rouge as I reverse Trick Room. Yeah, because they are going for Trick Room. So I can go for Water type so I don't get KO'd to Armor Cannon. I would be very surprised if they go for Expanding Force on this turn. So I will Terastallize here, and I will just Draco Meteor the Armor Rouge. Because they can't touch Hydreigon. Like, Hydreigon just hard beats Armor Rouge. As long as I am Terastallized, that is. And DD can't follow me this turn, so Hydreigon is looking quite nice right now. I think even if they're Expanding Force, that surely can't KO the Toadscruel. So I think this is nearly guaranteed unless they get an Expanding Force critical hit. I have just spoken it into existence, but there we go. I am also going for a Draco Meteor, so who knows what can happen. Oh, they did go for Expanding Force, so I wasted my Terastallization. That's quite surprising. It was Life Orb, and a critical hit may not just quite have done it. But here's a Draco Meteor, which is a lovely move. Hey, it connected! Well done. Ah, I even got a critical hit. Excellent. I know that was guaranteed, but, you know. Draco connected. Well done, Hydreigon. So yeah, wasted Terastallization. Unfortunate, but this is still a pretty reasonable position because they are not guaranteed to wake up at all. Like, odds are still in my favour the Indeedee stays asleep. Assumedly, the things in the back underspeed my Hydreigon given the fact that they wanted to go for Trick Room. So, this should be okay. And I can just Rage Powder whatever it is as well, actually. It is Sylveon, so... Okay, that's actually not what I wanted to see. So I can Draco KO... Oh, I got Goldengo, actually. No, that's not the worst, because they've used their Terastallization as well. So I think I will switch into Goldengo here with the Toadscruel. And I will just Draco and hopefully KO this Indeedee. Because then I can just make it rain for the rest of the match. Because the Hyper Voice chip won't be too relevant here on Goldengo. They do wake up. Do they protect? Okay, Follow Me is fine. Like, it doesn't matter. As long as the Draco just connects Hydreigon. Amazing! 2 for 2. That never happens. Oh, I got another critical hit. Excellent. So, yeah, the Hydreigon's done its job at this point. It's taking care of Indeedee Armor Rouge. It's going to get KO'd to the Hyper Voice for sure. So it is a shame I used up my Terastallization on the Toadscruel, because they went for Expanding Force for some reason. Armor Cannon would have been just as effective, probably more effective, but I guess they called the Terastallization on the Toadscruel. And then I would have been able to Terastallize into a Fire type there and keep my critical hit Hydreigon. But now I'll go into Baxcalibur. See what they have as their last one. If it's Maelstrom, I definitely win. If it's, can't remember the other two, Volcarona? Oh, it's Volcarona, okay. So there is still a chance against the Goldengo then. Especially because I can't Terastallize my... Ooh, no, this is not over. I will make it rain, and I will Dragon Dance. This is definitely not over, especially because they outspeed me. What? That's a Trick Room team, right? And they went for Trick Room, and Volcarona outsped my Goldengo. I'm Timid Max on the Goldengo. That means that they're timid on their Volcarona. That's very surprising. Because they did just attack. If they weren't max speed, then I would have been fine. That would have just blown back the Sylveon. But now I get blown back, and now I lose. So... yeah, that's not good. I guess there, so like, clearly there, the best thing would have been to do would have been not to Terastallize Toadscruel, save it for Hydreigon. Hydreigon turns into a Fire type and wins in this endgame. Yeah, so if I didn't Terastallize the Toadscruel, I was fine. Also, if they were not Timid Max on, well, Timid on the Volcarona, then I would have been fine as well. I'm quite surprised that it is max speed given that they were going for the Trick Room strategy. But I guess if they weren't max speed, they would have probably just protected the Sylveon and... protected the Sylveon and attacked with Heat Wave, because that would have been fine as well. But yeah, them being max speed on Volcarona, that's very uncommon as well. But that was killer for me, basically. But I had the opportunity to not terrestrialize my Toedscruel. But if I didn't do that, then Armor Cannon KOs my Toedscruel and I don't reverse Trick Room. So then it would have still been awkward. But then I guess Fire-type Hydreigon would still win in that case. Ursaring! Oh, cool. I skipped the Ursaring guy because I was waiting for Ursaluna, because that should be a thing when Pokemon Home comes. But the point of Ursaring is generally to go with Quick Feet. Like, you can do Guts, but as soon as Ursaluna appears, you should go Guts on Ursaluna and Quick Feet on Ursaring if you're using it. But yeah, that's a pretty cool team. So, I think Goldengo is necessary for the Sylveon. I can definitely go with Salazzle, actually. Salazzle as a lead is fine. They don't have much for Azumarill, so I'm going to go with that. Actually, Baxcalibur's pretty sweet as well, isn't it? I'm going to go Baxcalibur first. I will bring Azumarill and Goldengo in the back. Fire-type Hydreigon would have been okay, but then Gyarados would have been able to Dragon Lance past it. Oh, I copied my trainer card. That's rude. Okay. That is not terrible. This should be a Fake Out and a Dragon Dance. And if they Quiver Dance as well, then that probably implies they're not a Rage Powder set, and I can just go for an Encore into the Volcarona next turn and Icicle Spear into the Hydreigon. If they are a support set, then they can't really do much here because they can't Will-O-Wisp my Baxcalibur, because Thermal Exchange is a brilliant ability. Okay, like that's fair enough. Is this going to be Sylveon? It's Ursaring! Nice! So, got the Fake Out wrong. That's okay. They do Quiver Dance, okay. Well, that's alright, because they can't do the most to my Baxcalibur. What did I bring in the back? I got a Azumarill, right? So if they Quiver Dance again, that was a crucial mistake from them. So obviously Fake Out into the Volcarona was optimal there, but I could have faked out the Volcarona and actually Terrestrialized into Electric and Dragon Lance, but then if they just Tailwinds, then that's kind of pointless. So I will Encore the Volcarona, lock it into whatever it's going for, and I will Icicle Spear the Ursaring. And that should KO at +1. They might Protect here just to get their Guts / Quick Feet. But it will depend on what the Volcarona's doing. Bug Buzz. They're locked into Bug Buzz. That does not KO. Okay. Special Defense Drop doesn't particularly matter here. But now they can't touch the Salazzle at all. This should KO the Ursaring, right? A 5 is needed. I need 5. No, I don't need 5. No, I do need 5, because critical hit is still not enough. I need 5! I did not get 5. That's not good. At least they're locked into Bug Buzz now, and like, surely they don't have a Grass-type attack. Body Slam's going to KO. Okay, so this is time for Azumarill, right? Because they're locked into Bug Buzz. So I can just... Acid Spray should KO the Ursaring, right? Acid Spray should KO the Ursaring. I don't need to risk the Overheat. But Overheat will give me the pivoting for Fake Out in the future. Yeah, I want the pivoting, I think. Because then I can Nasty Plot with my Goldengo as well. Okay, that seems like an unnecessary time stress. I guess that's in front of Azumarill that could just go for Liquidation. But... Oh, they're Bug. I can still +6 Aquajet you then. That's fine. I'm fine with them being Bug. Although this is, actually, this is going to hurt the Azumarill, isn't it? Because now it's +1 and Bug Terrored. So that was a chunk. It's not enough, but it was a chunk. And I connect with overheat, so I get my pivot, which is good. Although, now they go back into... Like, that Bug Boss was doing a lot. Hydreigon can't beat my Azumarill in one hit, can it? So I should still be able to just Aqua Jet KO the Volcarona. As long as I don't get flame bodied, then I'll be okay. And if I turn into a Steel type with Goldengo, they can't actually KO me with Hydreigon either. So I think that might be the best way to go about it if they go into Hydreigon. Alright. Because I can Steel type, make it rain, and Aqua Jet should KO the Volcarona. I would be very surprised if it doesn't. They've lost the Encore now, right? So they can still protect. But they don't. And this should KO. Yeah. Flame Body? Nice. Good. So then the single target Mega Rain definitely KOs the Hydreigon. Like, come on. Unless it's Assault Vest. Oh, they do Heat Wave, so that was a good play. Any burns? Still no burns. That should KO with a single target Mega Rain. Very good. Cool. And then they've got to deal with the +6 Azumarill still. If it's Gyarados, then Gyarados could be a little bit awkward, actually. Oh, they can't Terror, actually, so no. Azumarill will just be able to play rough them. It is just Sylveon, so this is now over. I can just make it rain, and I can Aqua Jet. I don't need to risk anything with the play roughs, and I would underspeed the Sylveon anyway, so yeah, very nice. Bug type on Volcarona is alright, but I think the grass is probably slightly better, because then it would have been able to survive the Aqua Jet.